Evaṃ me sutaṃ Ekaṃ samayaṃ bhagavā Gurusu viharati Dhammasa dhammaṃ Nama kurunaṃ Nigamo Tathāko bhagavā Bhikkhu āmantesi Bhikkhavoti Bhadante dite bhikkhu Bhagavato paccasso sung Bhagavā edadavoca Ekayano ayaṃ bhikkhave maggo Sattanaṃ visuddhiyā Soga paridevānaṃ Samatikkamāya Dukkha domanasānaṃ Atthangamāya Nyāyassa adhikamāya Nibbānassa saccikiriyāya Yadidang cattaro satipatthana.
Okay, let's have a look at the English translation. Evaṃ me sutaṃ, thus was heard by me. Evaṃ is thus, ne is by me, sutaṃ is heard. Yeah, so I hope you can identify the Pali words. Ekam samayaṃ, on one occasion. Ekam is one, samayaṃ is occasion, Bhagavā is the blessed one, viharati was living, Kurusu is among the Kurus, and then Kamasa Dhammang Nama Kurunam Nigamo, here is a town of the Kurus named Kamasa Dhamma. Tatrako is there, Bhagavā, the blessed one, Bhikkhu, the monks are Mantesi, addressed. I see the Pali syntax is a bit different, but you can more or less understand how to put them together. Bhikkhavoti, monks. Bhante te bhikkhu bhagavato paccasosung. Bhante means here venerable sir. Te bhikkhu, the monks, bhagavato, to the blessed one, paccasosung replied. Bhagavan Tadavoca, the blessed one, said this. Ekayano ayaṃ bhikkhuve maggo. Ekayano is one way. Ayaṃ, this. Bhikkhuve, monks, maggo, path. Okay, this path is one way. Satana Visuddhiya is for the purification of beings, and so forth. The others are quite clear. You can make out yourself from the Pali. If you go back slowly and look at them, the words are quite obvious. Now I want to talk about the word ekayana. If you look at the note on page 13, note 1, ekayana is analyzed into eka plus ayana. Eka means one, and ayana means going or way, and which means one way or one going. So sometimes, you would have probably read or heard that this is translated as this is the only way. Right or not? Especially among we pure Vipassana meditators, they like to say this is the only way, very exclusive. Sometimes they even say one and only way to stress the point. Yeah, but if you look at the word analysis, there's no basis for this. It's not saying there's one and only way. If you're saying that this is the only way, then it should be phrased in as in your book, like what I phrased it in your book. Eko yeva ayaṃ bhikkhuve maggo. Eko is one, yeva only, ayaṃ this, maggo path. Now this is the one only path. This is the only path, one and only path. And that's not the way it's phrased in the suttas. The proper translation should be going one way. It's like a one-way street. When you go on the street and you walk along it, or you drive your vehicle along it, it will lead you to one goal. If you walk this path of Satipatthana, it will lead you to the aims and the objects that are mentioned here, right? For the purification of beings, for the surmounting of sorrow and lamentation, and so forth. Now, Ajahn Sujato and Professor Guan Zhefu and others have done research into this word ekayana because it is a very rare word and occurs very rarely in our Pali scriptures. And it occurs once only in the Majjhima Nikaya, in another sutta, where it talks about a path that leads to a pit or to a particular destination. But this word ekayana is also found in the Upanishads. Upanishads are the works of the Brahmins contemporaries with the Buddha during the Buddha's time or earlier. And the word ekayana in those in the context that was used shows that it is a path of convergence, a confluence, a path of confluence, which means that it's a 4-in-1 path. Yeah, in this case, you've got 4 types of contemplations, right? Body, feelings, mind, and dhammas. There are 4 different things that are explained, but they all lead to one goal. So the ekayana means a path of confluence, a path of convergence, 4-in-1. I mean, that's another way of looking at it, right? Or if you look at it as one going path, one-way path, it means it leads to whichever one you do, it leads whichever one is being followed, then it will lead to the goals that I mentioned earlier. Okay, I would also like to analyze the word Satipatthana. Look at your note, number 2. Satipatthana can be analyzed into Sati plus Upatthana. As you can see, in Sanskrit it's Smritipasthana, you know. Here the U in the Pali has been elided, but in the Sanskrit version it is still there, and the Upasthana is still there. So Sati here means mindfulness, and Upatthana means establishment. So it is translated as establishment of mindfulness. Sometimes you would have probably heard Satipatthana being translated as foundation of mindfulness, right? Not, yeah. Foundation and establishment are a bit different, in the sense that foundation suggests an end result or an object, and establishment can suggest both an end result as well as the process of establishing. So that's why modern scholars prefer to use the word establishment to show that it is both a process and an end result, or rather a process and an object to work at. Now, sati is a noun derived from the root sar, sar, which has the verb sarati, and this means to remember, to recall, to recollect. Okay? So, why is it translated as mindfulness? Which doesn't seem to have anything to do with remembrance or recollection or recalling.